Ever feel like you're completely stuck?
Like in a rut.
Yeah, like facing a challenge that just seems impossible.
Yeah, totally.
Well, that's what we're diving into today. You know
Mhm.
those moments where you're like, how am I going to get out of this one? We're going to take a look at Mikoshi Digitals,
Okay.
specifically the story of Moses and the Israelites at the Red Sea.
Oh, yeah. One of those classic stories.
Right. It's such a powerful image, and we're going to explore what it can teach us
Okay.
about tackling those really tough challenges that we all face.
Awesome. I'm excited to dive in.
So, like, imagine this.
Yeah.
You're an Israelite. You've just escaped slavery in Egypt. Freedom.
Ooh.
But then, oh no, Pharaoh's army is right behind you
Oh.
and in front of you. The Red Sea.
Uh-oh. Not good.
Talk about a rock and a hard place, right?
It's really interesting how quickly things can shift. You know, you go from this incredible high of liberation to this deep sense of dread.
Totally.
If you-
It's like when you think you've finally crossed everything off your to-do list, and then, bam, you remember that huge deadline you totally forgot about?
Exactly. That pit in your stomach feeling.
And in the story, Moses does something incredible.
What's that?
He parts the Red Sea with his staff.
With his staff.
Yeah, a true miracle, right?
That's definitely a memorable part of the story. But for me, the real lesson isn't about waiting for some magical solution to fall from the sky. It's about adopting a mindset.
A mindset.
Yeah, a
Right.
mindset that allows us to conquer those seemingly insurmountable obstacles.
That's a great point. And in Mikoshi Digitals, they actually highlight 3 key elements:
Oh,
faith, courage, and teamwork.
that's interesting.
And let's be real, some days just getting out of bed in the morning feels like a test of faith.
All right.
So how do we actually cultivate that deep, unwavering faith when we're facing our own Red Sea moments?
It doesn't necessarily mean blindly believing that everything will work out perfectly. It's more about having this trust.
Trust.
Yeah, trust in your own ability to handle the situation, to find a way through, even if the path isn't clear yet.
So not about knowing all the answers right away.
Exactly.
Got it. So like the Israelites, they didn't know what was on the other side of that sea.
Right?
They just had faith in Moses and in their journey.
Exactly. And that brings us to courage. The story talks about the Israelites marching right into that parted sea,
Whoa.
not knowing if the waters would come crashing back down on them.
It takes some serious guts.
It does. But what's really fascinating here is that courage doesn't mean the absence of fear, right?
True.
Those Israelites were probably terrified, but they still moved forward. Courage is about acting despite that fear,
Oh, I see.
pushing ahead even when everything inside you is screaming to turn back.
So almost like fear is the entry fee for courage.
I love that. It's about recognizing the fear, not letting it control you.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
And then there's the element of teamwork. The story doesn't just focus on Moses. It shows how the whole community came together
Yes.
to support each other through this incredibly tough challenge.
Right. We so often get caught up in trying to solve everything on our own, but this story, it's a great reminder that we're not meant to do it all alone.
Yeah.
Asking for help, utilizing the strengths of those around us, that's so crucial when we're facing something that feels impossible to overcome.
I'm with you on that. You know, stepping back for a second, I got to admit, parting a massive sea with a stick, it does sound kind of funny.
It's definitely a dramatic image.
Right. But even if we look at this story metaphorically,
Yeah,
the message underneath is super powerful.
absolutely. The Red Sea, it acts as this incredibly potent symbol. It represents any challenge that feels impossible to overcome.
Wow.
It's about finding that inner strength,
Uh-huh.
the resilience to move forward, even when all the odds are stacked against you.
I love that.
Yeah.
So thinking about our own lives, what Red Sea are you facing right now?
That's a great question. Maybe it's that career change you've been putting off or a personal goal that feels out of reach.
Right.
Maybe it's a relationship that needs some work. The key question is, how can you use these principles, the faith, the courage, the teamwork,
Yeah.
to navigate your own personal Red Sea?
How can you find your way through?
Exactly.
Maybe it's taking that first small step,
Yes.
even if it feels scary. Or maybe it's about asking for support,
Reaching out.
letting others share the load. Whatever your Red Sea is, remember, you have the strength to part the waters
You got this.
and find your way to the other side.
Absolutely.
You heard it here first, folks. We all have the power within us to overcome the seemingly impossible. Until next time, keep diving deep.
See ya.
Bye.